Hello, welcome to the Winey Moms podcast, a space where we can whine and whine after our kids go to bed. We are so excited to be here. We have talked about having a podcast for how many years have we talked about doing this?
Many years, guys. Like we've had so many conversations on the phone, for hours. And every time we're like, we have good conversations. We should start a podcast. And it took us this long, but we're finally here. And we're super excited to be sharing this with you guys.
It's the journey. It's the destination that counts, right?
Right. Honestly, I'm like super surprised we're here because the struggle is real. Like,
we wanted to start this podcast just to make a space for working moms like us who can just be ourselves and talk about our struggles and not have to worry about judgment.
A little bit about ourselves. B, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's B. I am 34 years old. I live in Northern California. I'm married. I have 3 kids. I have twin boys who are 8 years old. They're actually turning 9 in about a month, which is freaking crazy. They're not going to be little kids anymore. They're actually going to be getting closer to adulthood. Like I remember being
little
9.
Preteens.
You have a 9-year-old. Like it's crazy, right? Like when you're 9, you feel like you are an adult. Anyway. And then I have a daughter. They have a little sister. She is 6 years old. Jay, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Jay. I am 35 years old. Newly 35.
We're like basically the same age.
Yeah. I have 3 girls. So I have Alina. She is 9. She'll be 10 here soon. And she is deaf. That's a whole nother topic for another day. But yeah, so that's a whole nother struggle. I love her to death. She's a bright girl. She's so smart. And I love learning with her every day. And we're growing together in the ASL language and everything that comes with it. And then I have Audrey, who is 8. And she is like little mini me. She's the kid that's like always like, Mommy, like I'm gonna help you clean the house, or Mommy, like she does everything that I do, like she replicates it to try to like impress me kind of thing. But she's so smart, and she's like the mom of the 3 girls. Like she's like super like attentive to everything. Like she makes sure like Alina knows what's going on all the time. She's super fluent in ASL as well. And then she's got her little sister now.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah. They talk to each other in ASL, right? Like Audrey's really good at it.
Yeah. Really they have a whole lot of conversations where sometimes I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on over there.
Like sister sign language.
Yeah. They have like home signs and stuff that they've made made up along the time too. And then we have our 2-year-old Addie. She is a stubborn little girl. And she's spunky and fun, and I love her to death. But yeah, 3 girls. We've got a lot of emotions going on over here. A lot of drama. But we're doing good. It's fun. It's a fun life. So today we're going to talk about the life of a working mom and school-age kiddos. So schedules, etc. B, so how do you deal with your schedule working a 9 to 5 with 2 boy twins and 1 girl? Like, does it differ having 2 boys and 1 girl? Like, is one tougher than the other? Tell us your story.
I realized I was supposed to say more about my kids, and I kind of forgot.
You can now.
That's what I'm going to do. Thank you. So my twin boys are Dante and Edmund, and Dante is so responsible. He technically is 5 minutes older. Not that really matters, but he's very responsible, very like diligent, very serious. Like he can be silly, but for a child, he kind of acts like an adult. And he gets like frustrated though. So he has like he has like quiet frustration. And when he was like really little, when he'd have a tantrum, he would just like brood. His brother Edmund is so sensitive and emotional and just like
little chunky.
Little chubby little cheeks when he was born. He was like just so chubby, little cheeks. He was actually not chubby. He was 4 pounds, but he had gigantic cheeks. He's going to be the world's best dad someday. He wants to be a daddy, and he wants to just take care of like everything. He's so sweet. But like their sister's also emotional, so I feel like her and Edmund are very similar. But Guinevere, my daughter, is literally very much like me. So
she's your mini me.
It's hard because I'm very stubborn and she is very stubborn. And I don't know if it's because she's a girl or if it's just because that's just her personality. But she's also very sweet and very nurturing and just like the spunkiest. Like I thought she was going to be girly. Like I wanted a daughter. And I'm like, oh, my little girl, it's gonna be so great. She's
a princess.
Like, she's a princess, but no, she goes, Mom, I'm a queen, which is fine. Because she named her Guinevere like a queen, so it's fine.
That's perfect.
Yeah, right. Like that's what I used to say when I was pregnant with her. It was like a joke. No, it's real. She is fearless.
She fit
crazy.
The part.
She's freaking just completely fearless and athletic. It's interesting.
That's amazing.
Very interesting. But yeah, so like basically I do work full time outside of the home. So the biggest struggle for me currently is mornings, getting out the door, because my husband does leave for work like very early in the morning. Like when I'm waking up, he's walking out the door. So it's just me every single morning with all my kids. And it's hard. Like there's fights, there's shortcuts. It doesn't seem to be any way to like really like I've tried for years to make it perfect, and it's like we're just never going to get there. I just have to accept it that every morning is going to be a little difficult. And just trying not to lose my temper, honestly. And if I'm a few minutes late, I'm a few minutes late. And my boss, you know what, she can just chill. So I'm be a few minutes late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's real hard.
I feel like that should be understandable for moms. Like we are so responsible for all these additional things, you know, like it just doesn't make any sense to have time frames for us, but it is what it is. It's a real world.
It's a real world. I have to be to work but at a certain time, and it's just like every morning it is like down to the wire. It doesn't matter how early I wake up. But you work from home, so what is that like?
Yeah, it's a little different for me. It took a lot of adjusting, you know, because I came to work at home during the pandemic and everything, and that was fucking chaos.
Yeah.
Because I was working from home, and at the same time I had 2 kids on Zoom. Like I'm like trying, I had them like sitting on a desk like next to my desk while I'm trying to take like phone calls, and they're over there with their tablets and their teachers trying to like get their attention to do things, and I'm over here like in the middle of a phone call, like not able to help them. But anyway, that was back in the day. But now it
was a hard time for
now that they've gone back to school. It's been a lot better. And then I mean,
you got a baby.
I got pregnant during the pandemic. Yeah, so I had a newborn. Thankfully, she wasn't like a terrible baby. Like she would like I think I just had her like on such a like routine from the get-go, because I knew that I needed her to be on this routine for me to be able to do my job. So like from the minute that she was born, I was like, you know, trying to like work her schedule into my schedule. So now it's just like, okay, so I make sure that she goes to bed past 10 o'clock at night so that she sleeps in till at least my first break, which is like at 10. You know, and I'll have my first break, and then we'll do breakfast, you know, like, and then I'll feed her breakfast. I'll put on her shows, and then
get her kind of like set up and entertained.
Just get her going, get her toys out and stuff like that. And then, then I'll move on with my day, and then I'll get back on my calls or whatever I got to do. But she like knows now that I'm working, and she'll pop in, like she knows how to open the door now. So she'll just like walk in the door and be like,
oh my gosh, the other day when we were on team, she kept opening the door, and then she kept opening the door again. She was like confused.
Well, imagine like she does that in the middle of the call. And I'm just like, oh my God, my child, like, God forbid she like starts crying or anything, but she's pretty good at it. And I'll be like, I'll mute myself real quick. I'm like, Addie, I'm on a call. And she'd be like run out and like close the door. So it's pretty cute. But yeah, we're like on a super routine with her. And then while the girls are at school, of course, like I just wait, one comes home from the bus. The other one is in an after school program. So after I get off work at 5 o'clock, I have to like get Addie ready real quick and then rush to go pick her up before 6. Yeah, it's definitely I wouldn't say a struggle. I mean, it's more of like being on top of your shit,
Yeah, because if you slip up just one thing,
then your day will be ruined. Yeah, like if Addie like goes to bed at 8 o'clock at night and wakes up at 6:30 in the morning, and she just wants my full attention, and I need to go to work at 8, like the whole day is just ruined.
Yeah.
And then
you live and die by that sleep schedule, man.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
For sure.
Yeah, my kids they're all in the after school program too, which is like freaking awesome because I finally got them out of daycare. It's so nice. It's like so much cheaper than daycare.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Like, I don't know how you even did daycare. Daycare is fucking ridiculous.
It literally broke me. I am not the same person I was a few years ago.
Yeah, like technically, like I shouldn't be working from home and having my child here, but like literally, like I am not gonna pay you guys $2,000 a month to fucking watch my kid when I can just train her to stay in the living room while I'm working. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just strategically use mute. Like,
right?
It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
it's still hard though. Like that.
It makes it harder. Yeah, it makes it harder, but I think we've learned to kind of deal with it.
I wouldn't want to do it.
It's hard. It's hard work because it's like you're parenting and you're working. Like it's like a 24-hour shift of both.
Of never ending. Yeah.
And it's like I gotta make sure that even while I'm working, I'm not like being a shitty mom. Like I'm not just leaving my child like out there to like be in a pee-pee diaper for like 7 hours. You know what I mean? Like I have to like make sure I coordinate that with my breaks. Like, okay, let's get you a baba. Let's get your diaper changed. Like, you know what I mean? Like
you have to have everything ready to go. Like ready to go.
Like, like sometimes
we'll like is half like 3/4 of the battle, 90% of the battle. Let's be real.
Right. Like pre-packed lunches, snacks, like anything that I need to have on hand. Usually like I'll just like buy like easy stuff like the little yogurt, like Go-Gurt things, or cheese sticks. She loves cheese sticks, like stuff that I could just be like, if she runs into the room and she's like wanting a snack, I'm like, let's go get you a cheese stick.
Oh my God. One time when I was pregnant with my daughter, my boys were like 2, I like fell asleep on the couch, and my son was like, I think it was Edmund, was asking me for a snack, and I'm like, just go get it, because it's in the cupboard. He wanted a hot dog, that's what it was, and I'm like, just go get it, it's in the bottom. Pull it out. It's in the bottom shelf of the fridge. Just go get it. And he goes, okay. And he's like literally like not even 2.5 yet. He goes in there and he comes back, and I like kind of like wake up, like open one eye. He's eating a stick of butter. And I was like, I bet that's butter. And he goes, he's just all happy. Like, bro, no. Well, let me get you a hot dog. Here.
That's hilarious. That reminds me of
eating a stick of butter.
The time Audrey, I think she was probably like 2 or 3, and she discovered celery, and for some reason, she fucking loved it. Like she was like, "This is the best thing I've ever fucking tasted in my life." She ate a whole stalk of celery in one fucking day.
Oh my God!
And then she had a tummy ache, and she was
so
like,
fibrous.
Yeah, she did not feel good.
You gotta limit the celery.
Well, we didn't know. Like, she liked it, and she kept going in the fridge and grabbing some more, you know. And by the time we knew it, she had ate the whole entire stock, and we were like, "Oh my god, she just ate a whole fucking stock of celery," and she still liked that.
Does she still like celery
to this day? No, I don't think she likes. I don't think she liked it after that. I think she like had that moment, and then from there on was like,
she's like, it's so crunchy. I like the crunch.
But she still does that with like certain things. Like, she'll like nonstop eat like a container of blueberries or grapes or something,
just, like,
till her tummy hurts. Just like, that's insane. But yeah.
Do you remember when Dante was little and he used to just eat lemons? You go pick him up off the ground when he was like a toddler, and he would just start eating the lemon that fell off the tree.
Alina did that too. She loved lemons.
She still does that. Like, I've like served limes, like with Mexican food, little lime wedges for their tacos, and he'll just take the lime and he'll just eat it. And I'm like,
yeah,
what are you doing? He's like, I like it. It's good. Because that's how he talks. He's very serious.
Yeah, that's how Alina likes.
He has a very deep voice for a child. He does. Alina did that too. That's super funny.
She still likes limes and lemons.
I wonder if it's because she ate them off the ground at my house, like Dante did.
Maybe.
Maybe they were both doing it.
They're in it together. How's your summer going?
It's been. To be fair, I've been trying to stay busy, I guess, with my kids. So like, we had Winey was in baseball, right, in the spring, and that went until June, and she was in Girl Scouts, and that went until June. And then I put all three kids in swim lessons, which was really fun. They really enjoyed it. It's all at the same time, so it's super easy. It's only half an hour, and it's 2 weeks long. So, and they know how to swim now, so I don't have to worry about it. And then Dante's taking guitar lessons.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we've been trying to like do stuff, honestly, but like we went to like a county fair, and we went to, what else did we do? Some other thing. Oh, we went camping, obviously.
Yeah.
And I was like so tired of driving places. I was like, I think I need a break from like recreational things.
Yeah. Our 3 girls went to visit their grandparents in California for the summer. 2 of them are still there. They're Addie got to come home 2 weeks ago, so it's just been me and her just cruising the last 2 weeks.
You like living that like one baby life?
Yeah.
What's that like? What's it like to have one baby? I don't know. This is my first word too.
It's pretty legit. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I know it is.
I roll out of bed sometimes and just like, she'll just be laying in bed still sleeping, and I'll roll out of bed and just clock into work. There's no getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to have to deal with 2 other children and make sure they're fed and everything. Like, it's definitely a lot easier to have one child. But yeah, literally like no rules, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, like I should, I should have rules, but like, I mean, we have rules, but it's like so more lenient, you know? Like, it's just, we just go with the flow throughout the day, and it's like, she doesn't have to go to school. Like, there's no like limitations. So it's like, let's stay up till 11 and watch Cocomelon. And then when you're tired enough, I'm gonna put you to bed. I'll put you to bed, and then you're gonna sleep till 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but my kids are literally still awake right now. They're having a sleepover because it's summertime. And I don't make them wake up till like 7. And I'm like, all right, guys, roll out of bed. You're going to grandma's. She'll feed you there. You don't want to get dressed? Put your clothes in the backpack. We're going.
Yeah.
It's different. It's summertime. It's like,
yeah, there's no rules during summer. It's so nice though, like, to just not have to be on such a strict schedule 24/7. Like, I love sleep. Like, I'm a Taurus. I'm a lazy bitch.
I'm a lazy bitch. Up all night. I will stay up all night, and I will wake up at 5. I don't know. I will sleep. I like to be asleep. I don't like going to sleep.
I love sleep. Like, I just have like terrible insomnia, and I think that's just a different, like a whole different like anxiety based thing. But oh god, if I can sleep in any day, like, I'm fucking happy.
I have been sleeping in though till like literally like 8 in the morning on the weekends.
Like I will take
that sounds so stupid. 8 in the morning isn't sleeping in, but
no, it's not.
But it is.
For you it is. Like today
I used to sleep till noon.
So all week, Addie she's been going through like a sleep regression thing. So she'll like go to bed and then she'll wake up like at 3 in the morning and then she'll want to like climb into bed with us. And we're like, okay. And then she'll just like,
you're like, if this is the only choice we have.
Right. And she'll just like toss and turn.
Oh my God.
Hours
does that too.
And like kick the shit out of me and shit. And I'm just like I can't sleep with a baby like that. It makes no sense.
Guinevere will roll over and grind her teeth aggressively in my ear. And I'm like, nope. Can't draw the line. Cannot handle the grinding the teeth.
Yeah.
So in my ear. I'm like, oh my God, it'll wake me up dead out of a sleep. And I just like sit straight up and I'm like, roll over there. Get away from me.
Yeah, like Friday morning, I literally slept on the opposite side of the bed because I was so sick and tired of her like moving around and kicking me. And so I slept on the opposite side of the bed, but still I was fucking like exhausted, like been dealing with her for like 3 hours straight.
Go to your own bed.
So today I was like, no shame. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm sleeping until 10. Like,
hell yeah.
I literally like took advantage of my Saturday. Like, I don't care about anything else.
Was your husband home?
Just gonna sleep. No, he's working.
But she didn't wake you up in the morning. You just fucking slept in.
She woke up like at 7:30, like before he went to work. And so I just put on Bluey in her bed. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, just watch Bluey, have a fucking blast. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Night.
Yeah, so I got to get a little bit of some rest. I'm pouring some wine. You guys, I'm having some Bogle Chardonnay from Bogle Vineyards. They are located out of Clarksburg, California, which is just a few miles away from where we grew up.
Been to that winery.
We have. I had a birthday there. Remember that?
Yes.
So yes, it's one of my favorite wines, and it's delicious and it's affordable.
It's really good. You should try Bogle. It's actually very good.
Yeah,
especially the Chardonnay.
The Chardonnay for sure.
We play for keeps here. High alcohol or nothing.
For sure. Okay.
What's your favorite wine? Chardonnay. Why? Because it has high alcohol.
Because it gets you fucked up.
No shame. No shame.
I mean, so does red wine, but it just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't taste like it. Yeah, and it makes me tired too.
It's so like heavy.
Right.
I don't know. And it stains your lips for like 2 days. Mine anyway. It's a problem. Speaking of after school, like once we go back to school, shit is gonna hit the fan, people.
Oh my God. I'm not ready.
I'm not ready. I got like my kids are so spoiled. They want home lunch. And I kind of like gave up when Guinevere was in baseball and I was getting them Lunchables like at least once a week. That's just expensive. I can't keep that up. I did it for like 1 month because I knew the end of the year was coming up and I was tired as hell. Because baseball, if y'all have kids in Little League, you know what I mean. That will suck the life out of you.
And they're like, you need to sign up for Snack Day and like bring snacks on my voice.
Snack Day is so competitive though. Girl, I always lose.
You have to like have like two like different options and something to drink and like
no. They just tell us what the allergies are and then you just avoid that for everyone. There are no two options. I mean, that sucks that your team made you do that.
Yeah, there's always like, for T-ball anyways, there's always like a snack and then something to drink. So we would Capri Suns or like Gatorades and then, we would have to have like different options for the kids with allergies.
I like to get like,
there's always one.
There's always one, right? Like I like to get the cuties, the little like pack of them, and that's what I put for the fruit. And then I'll get like some Chewy bars and some chips and shove all that in there. And then a Capri Sun or a Kool-Aid jammer, like whatever is on sale. I mean, everyone kind of might get something different. And then one time, like some of the parents are extra, like some of them like actually barbecue. Some of them give you like 8 different things. I'm like, I really wanted to show off. So I got these little chocolate baseballs wrapped in foil, and it looked like a baseball. And you know what? It was 104 degrees that
day. No, they melted.
Yep. I thought I was being so cute and clever. You know what? You can't, the point is you cannot win at snack day unless you are rich. So don't try. Do the minimum, chip, fruit, maybe one more snack and a drink. And you know what? Whatever. Because we're going to go home and eat dinner. Like, why are you trying to feed my kid a whole meal?
Exactly.
Like it gets ridiculous. You're right. It really does. Oh my gosh, for Girl Scouts, we had snack day and we had it on like around Valentine's Day. And I have these cute little Rice Krispie Valentine's Day ones that had little hearts on them. And they really liked them. I was excited. I won that snack day. Making a heart. You can't see me, but I'm making a heart with my hands. But yeah, so my kids like home lunch. But it's nice because my boys really like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So
that's
time saving hack. I just make like 10 of them on Sunday and I freeze them.
Prep them. Okay.
And then we have them for maybe 2 weeks. Cause like we have the lunch schedule and they know what they like. And when they're serving food they don't like, that's when they want to take home lunch. So I just have a ton of frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So I take them out, put them right in the lunchbox, and then they thaw and they're fine by lunch. And you can do the same thing with ham sandwiches because my daughter is weird and she likes ham sandwiches.
It's a little different. Like, it's a little different than growing up. I don't know if things have changed in California.
Yeah, they get free breakfast and lunch, which is why it sucks that they want home lunch. I'm like, really, guys? It's free. I had to pay.
Right. We had to pay for that. My mom was telling me that, like, I had to pay for your shit. And I'm like, well, yeah, like, we get free breakfast, free lunch. And then I was telling her on top of that, we get free school supplies. Like,
but we don't have buses. So
we don't have buses either for one of them. The other one I do. But for Audrey, who gets the free lunch, free breakfast,
like the regular
free
public
before and after school program and all that, they don't get buses.
You have free?
It's free.
Yeah. I have to pay $50 a month per kid, which is still, honestly, I'll take it.
It's still like legit. Yeah. $50 is nothing.
It's nothing. I was paying literally like $2,000 a month in childcare for my kids. It was insane.
Yeah, fuck that. Childcare. I don't even want to get into it right now. That's like a whole nother podcast.
It's disgusting.
It's ridiculous.
I just don't know. Like, I don't know where the problem is. I don't think that they should make less money, the people doing it, but I just don't understand why it's so expensive. Like, there has to be something going on. I don't know. It's a whole thing. I'm not an expert. It's just too expensive. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, for working parents, it should just be fucking free. Like,
right? Well, there's a lot of things that should be free.
I haven't been in
Yeah.
The world we live in.
The world we live in. So that's like one thing I do is I freeze literally freaking everything. I freeze everything. I freeze my breakfast.
Like even your dinners?
Yeah. I like make stuff ahead of time and pop it in the freezer. I'll like make chili or something and put the leftovers in the freezer and eat it like a month later. Like everything.
That's amazing. Like this girl like meal preps her shit from like beginning to end. Like she's got her whole grocery list planned out. True. Like I can never be like that because my mind just doesn't work that way. It just
I have this thing called hyperfocus where I can like
I'm not kidding. I need some hyper focus in my life because it ain't working over here.
I can just like stay up all night making a grocery list and what I'm gonna do to cook all this stuff and how I'm supposed to prep it, and I have sticky notes I put on Tupperware, and it's really honestly a little embarrassing. But
no, that's great. Like that's how it should be. I wish I was like that, but it's just my brain cannot handle doing all of that in one day, and then I don't know,
and then I burn
maybe
out.
I'm just lazy. Okay, so
maybe
that's a problem.
So hard.
Go hard.
I will be like, I cannot do this anymore, and then I'll be like, it's summertime, I quit. But I had like my meals planned, for 6 months. That's not a joke. That's real.
Yeah, you told me that, and I was like,
crazy.
That's I got literally insane. Like I only know what I'm eating like up to Tuesday. Like
that hurts me.
Groceries are so expensive.
Oh my god!
Like it's like
that was what drove me to this. Was because I couldn't afford groceries, so I had to like never waste anything. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, like we went grocery shopping the other day and spent like $140 on like 3 days worth of food for just the 3 of us.
I bought like one thing. What? We digress. Y'all know what it's like. You live here too. Right. We're all here. We're all here now. We all know.
we're all feeling the pain, you know.
Yeah. So I'm not super looking forward to getting back into school in a few weeks, but I know it's coming, and I kind of want to like enjoy the last couple of weeks of summer. We're gonna try to do a couple more, like go to the river, maybe barbecue a few more times. We're gonna try to have like friends over, like do some fun stuff before shit hits the fan.
Yeah, and then we're back.
I just put my kids in soccer too, and Edmund's
all about the sports.
I know, because I never got to play sports. That's
amazing, though.
I never got to play anything.
Me neither. And that's good, though, because it shows your kids discipline. It gives them a routine. Like, it's good to be involved and, like, meet other kids and stuff like that. Like the confidence. That's great. Like, exactly.
Like, I wish, like, I'm good at baseball. And I'm like, yeah, you are, honey.
She is good. And that's amazing. It's good to find something that you're good at, you know, and as a child, especially. Because it just gives you that whole confidence boost, and then she can gain friends through it. And it can be like a lifetime of friends if that's what she decides to do, you know, for the rest of her education or whatever.
Like there's opportunities that can open doors. Like there's all kinds of stuff. You're right.
Right.
And like, so yeah, I signed him up for soccer. I never played soccer. I've never been exposed to soccer. Like I know you grew up watching soccer.
Yeah.
I did not. I've watched soccer with you a few times, and that's kind of the extent of it. And like when the World Cup comes around, I might watch a little bit, but like that's literally it. So I signed my kids up for soccer because they wanted to do it because they want to be the Messies of soccer.
Yes.
Freaking hilarious.
Amazing.
So like that's really cool that you guys know who Messi is.
Proud auntie moment.
So I take Edmund to his first soccer practice, and the coach sent out a message the week before, like, hi, I'm the coach, blah. Like, our first practice is at 5:00 at the school. I'm like, okay, cool. So I check it like the day of the practice while I'm at work. Because I'm like, wait, I think it was at 5. I just want to make sure. And I realized right after that, it has like one letter and then ... And I was like, oh shit, there's more to this text. So I like read more, click on it. Make sure your child has shin pads, cleats, and water. I'm like, we don't have shin pads. What are like? I know what shin pads are, but I'm like, I never like realized he was gonna need shin pads on the first practice. So I'm frantically like coming back late from work, like right from my lunch, trying to order shin pads on Walmart.com for pickup. Luckily, the Walmart's like literally across the street from the school where the practice was. Because, oh my God, like, I don't know what I'm ordering. I'm like, kids, are there sizes? Like, is it like pants? So I'm like certain I'm going to show up and these shin pads are either going to be way too big or way too small. But I'm like, fuck it. So I go there and I park and I'm like, oh God, my car doesn't have air conditioning. It's 105. I got, for some reason, Guinevere wanted to go. So she's there, Edmund's there, and we're like in the car. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to take forever. And then they were really quick and they brought him out and they fit him. He put him on. We go to practice and I'm like, yes. I freaking win!
By the grace of God.
And then I realized we get to practice, and every other kid has socks on over
the shins. Damn.
And it's over here wearing fucking ankle socks.
Oh my God.
You know what? I tried.
That's all that matters. Is that you tried.
Like, of course you put socks over them. Like, obviously. So I saw another parent walking up as we were walking up, and I was like telling him, I was not super embarrassed when I saw his kid. I'm like, oh, socks. So I told him like what had just happened. I'm like, yeah, we've never done this before.
Oh my God. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
We live and we learn, though.
Yeah.
Right?
He was super happy. He loved it. He was like the cutest little kid playing soccer.
That's all that matters, though, at the end of the day. As long as they're like excited that they're trying something new and they're good at it and they're loving it, like that's what makes it. Yeah. That's why we do this, you know?
Exactly. Do you have any other struggles? Topics?
struggles.
Confessions.
Well, right now I'm just trying to get to the summer and through the summer. And getting ready for these kids to come home. I'm like missing them so much.
It must be hard.
Yeah, like
it's nice, but hard.
I just don't feel like myself. You know, like part of me is missing. Like these kids literally make my personality, like who I am as a being. Like when they were all gone for those like 3 weeks, I think it was 3-4 weeks. Like I almost felt a little depressed. Like I don't know, like it felt back in the day where like I had no meaning. Like, not to say it that way, but it felt like I didn't have meaning, you know, like I would wake up, like I would sleep in hella late, like I would wake up and like I didn't know what to do with myself. Like I don't know how to be a person outside of being a mom. And like that's probably a bad thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but like I maybe I don't know who I am anymore except for being a mom.
Sometimes I feel like
that's all I want.
What did I used to do?
What did I used to do? If I really want to talk, that's for a whole nother podcast.
I mean, I know what we used to do, but I mean, like, just like with that few minutes of free time, like, how did I like fill this? What did I do?
Like, I was just so like overwhelmed with trying to figure out what to do with myself that I would just fucking sleep. Like, I would sometimes like my husband would go to work and I would sleep till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and then wake up and clean the house. Like I have no hobbies, you know, like I have no friends.
You didn't like bake an elaborate recipe one day just because you have time?
No.
You should still do that. You should still do that.
I can still do that. I guess that didn't cross my mind. It was just like I was just trying to get through the day.
Well, like you remember when I was unemployed for like a whole year before I had kids?
Yeah.
That's why I learned to make bread and pie crust.
I guess you just gotta like fill
and
your
broth
life with things. Yeah.
I like make all kinds of weird shit because I didn't have anything to do. Well, I was like it was like 2000. What was that? 2009, 2010. Like, you know, the economy was shitty. There was no jobs, but I was actively looking. Like every day I would spend several hours. I had to go to the library because we didn't have the internet.
That's before you had kids?
Yeah, that was like the year before we got married. I had to like literally go to the library to use the internet.
So I remember those days.
Like before we had like even like I didn't even have my own cell phone. Like I remember using the yellow pages to find like car insurance when I bought a car one time because I didn't have the internet or a phone. Like I tell people in their 20s about that and they're just like
fucking mind blown.
The fucking faces they make.
I was talking to Mike the other day about that little car you had.
Which one?
The one that the shift stick one that used to stall all the time.
Was it the red one or the blue one?
I think it was.
Was it the one we got in a car accident together?
The one you drove to. Yes, we got in a car accident. Is it the one that you drove to LA when you went?
No, that was Shelly. That was the one I crashed in driving home from LA. The other one was Connie, the little like Civic that looked like it was from Wayne's World.
Okay. Connie is the one I'm talking about.
That's the one that you were with me when the people. Well, it wasn't my fault. It got
no, they hit us.
I felt so bad because you had to go hide because I wasn't 18 and you weren't allowed to be at the car with me. Yes. Oh my god, that was so stupid.
I was like at the Taco Bell. Remember when it used to be a Taco Bell?
Yeah, it's like a Waffle Square now.
Yeah,
I don't even know what it is. I think it's like a pho restaurant now or something.
It is a pho restaurant.
I think it is. Yeah, it was Waffle Square though. After that. That Taco Bell was the oldest Taco Bell in the area because it didn't have a drive-thru.
Back to our whiny moms. Anyways, like chores, housework.
Welcome to our podcast. Yay!
Yes.
Housework. Continue.
Housework, yeah. How do you deal with that? I'm like, laundry is my fucking worst enemy. Like, by far. My worst. Fucking
you're so angry at your laundry right now.
I hate my fucking laundry. Like I just cannot.
I don't know.
For the life of me, keep on top of my fucking laundry.
Because it takes too long to fold. And I know
it's just no fold so overwhelming.
And that makes me literally want to die. Okay? When I see them just roll their clothes up and throw them in their drawer, I like want to die.
I don't even let my kids do that because I'm so obsessive over it. Like it has to be fucking perfect.
And I've relaxed my folding standards though because I couldn't keep it up anymore, but I still can't even take like I know why they do it, but
every once in a while I'll go in there and organize it, but sometimes I'm just like, you know what you want to wear, and they'll like go looking for it. Like Alina, particularly, like she knows what she wants to wear every day. Like this girl's like her style's like it's got to be on point. Like I know what I want to wear. Like where's it? She'll look for it, find it, and then she's ready to go.
All my kids are like that. They're very particular, and sometimes I'm like, "What are you wearing?" And then they'll start crying, and I'm like, "No, it's okay. Like it's fine. It's fine. You can totally wear that to school." Like one time, whenever I went to school in an old Halloween costume.
No.
She did several times. And it's a Rapunzel, like poofy dress one. And I'm like, your teacher's going to hate me. She went to school with rabbit ears. It was not Easter. It had band with rabbit ears. It wasn't Easter. She also has a unicorn horn. Another pair of rabbit ears that are made out of wire. A Dragon Ball Z Gohan knitted hat. It has the Dragon Ball on it.
Oh my God.
Like Gohan wears when he's a kid.
That's amazing though.
Yeah, my sister's best friend knitted it and mailed it to us. It was really cool. She has like her own little business.
Cool. Alina's totally into Pokemon and Eevee. Like that's her favorite right now. So like my parents got her an Eevee backpack and it's like literally Eevee with like the ears and everything. And she's got like a full-on Eevee dress with like a hoodie that pulls over that has Eevee ears.
So cute.
And like she's got like the fucking Converse shoes that are like to match. It's like
the Troll Hunter shoes,
brown and black, like high top, like, and she's like, that's what she's wearing to school.
Nice.
First day of school, anime girl. Like that's what she is.
That's so like, awesome.
I'm just like, oh man.
Okay. So, do you have any confession you want to make? Winey Mom confessions.
Winey Mom confessions. I'm not good at the confessions. You're good at the confessions.
I have.
What do you got?
So many confessions. I think I'm gonna go with I didn't brush my daughter's hair for like 3 days this week. Which you think is fine, but she's been swimming in chlorinated water, so her hair has turned. It kind of looks like dreadlocks. Which is really weird on a tiny little blonde girl. It's like matted and you try to brush it and you're like, what is going on with this hair right now? So we took her to McDonald's the other night because the boys stayed at the grandparents. We wanted to like do something special for her. Yeah. And we get to McDonald's and I realized this child obviously dressed herself because it's like 100 degrees outside. She's wearing a long sleeve shirt and booty shorts with hair that has obviously not been brushed in several days. And a dirty face.
Oh man.
We were in like we went to a McDonald's. Unfortunately, we'd gone the one that was like a little bit closer that has a play place because not all of them have play places. So we're like, we're gonna go to this one with a play place, and it was kind of in a bougier part of town. So all the other little kids were very, very nicely dressed. Like there was, I kid you not, a little girl who looked like a fitness influencer. A crop top. Little workout shorts, and this like 6-year-old child had abs. I'm not kidding. She had abs. Like it was ridiculous. And her sister was there too, and they were just like so nicely dressed. And I was like, "Yep, that's my girl."
Oh,
it's okay. She had a great time. She was so happy. She was just so excited. She loved, kids fucking love McDonald's. They're weird.
They do. I took my daughter to get a Happy Meal today. We went to the park and I was like, I had to bribe her to leave the park. I was like, let's go get ice cream and McDonald's.
Every time.
Yeah, it worked. And she was like, okay, let's go. And then we go there. And I placed an online order, and they're like, ma'am, I'm going to need you to pull to the side to space number whatever and wait for your order. Like, we literally waited there for like 30 minutes. Like, I was playing Baby Shark on repeat because my daughter was having a fucking meltdown. But yeah, finally we got the McDonald's, and she was happy as hell. It like works every time. It's like the best thing for kids.
Except for when you have to drive by McDonald's to come home from, like, when we used to get them from daycare, and every day, I want McDonald's! And I'm like, I literally have $- in my bank account.
Right. You're not getting McDonald's today. Not today.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Other than mom stuff. Like, there's other things going on too in life. So I just want to take a minute to talk about current events, the Olympics. Anyone? I'm such an Olympics nerd. I'm super excited.
I know. She's like legit the like most Olympics like fan I've ever met in my life.
The Olympics are coming to California in 4 years. I have already started saving money so that I can go to them.
We're going. I'm going with you.
Go. Oh, you coming? Oh my God.
I'm so coming. Excited. I'm coming.
Like,
we're gonna go. I'm gonna be there just for you. To see that excitement on your face.
If I could choose any event to go to, I would definitely go to the team rhythmic gymnastics finals, which I know is kind of weird. But who doesn't love ribbon dancing? It's so elegant. They're so talented. I could watch that shit all day. I love it. Team rhythmic gymnastics. That's where it's at. Okay. I mean, I'd go to any event, but if I could choose one, that's the one I'd pick. Like, I've been watching like reruns of Olympics on YouTube. I've been watching Olympic trials. The opening ceremony, I was kind of like, I don't know if I like the boat thing. At first, I thought it was dumb. Then it was okay. And then by the end, I was kind of like, it's fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
The fucking torch, though. Did you see it? Did you actually see the picture of the torch?
I did not. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not too, like, I've only seen the news about it. I have not really.
So let me paint the picture. Okay. They were like handing the torch off every 5 steps to different French athletes of different ages and different sports. And they were like saying, oh, this person got a medal in blah. This person got a medal in like blah in like whatever year. And, you know, like all these different people, like they're all running together after they hand it off. They're like a group of people. And the last person they handed it to was this like, all of a sudden, like they see this person wheeling someone up in a wheelchair, and you look, and it's this like old man, and they go, "He is the oldest living French person who has a medal. He just turned 100 last month."
Oh shit!
And they give this man the torch, and he's just holding it, and they push him a couple feet, and then he holds it out, and the 2 torch bearers light their torches with his, and they go to light the torch, and it was like. Just a really cool moment. Like, honestly, I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, look at that. And then they go and they light this crazy ass looking torch. And you're like, okay, like whatever. And then it starts floating. Like a balloon. It starts floating away. And my first, like, I'm not kidding. My like first thought was like, where is it going? Guys. Where is it going? What's happening with this torch right now? Like, it just kept getting higher. And I'm like, are you guys going to stop it? And then they cut to Celine Dion singing and she's great. And the whole time back in my head, I'm like, is someone's house going to catch on fire when it lands? Like, where is it going? And then they show it and I'm like, oh, it's on a tether. I'm just stupid. Can you imagine that, like, just a giant floaty just floating around Paris? Like, that seems very irresponsible.
Yes, for sure.
Because they didn't explain it. They were just like, oh, look, it's so great. I'm like, I don't know. That looks terrifying. That's a fire hazard. I live in California. We're terrified of fire here, okay?
Yes, definitely.
I'm dying. Oh my God, I'm dying. But yeah, I'm super looking forward to the coming events, especially the gymnastics.
Yeah.
Gotta watch that show.
I need to get into that a little bit. I feel like I've been just I don't know.
You gotta get into it. It's gonna just like pull at your heartstrings, man. It's the Olympics. It's very like nostalgic, very sentimental. It's this whole thing.
I feel like I used to be into it a lot as like a child, but like I grew out of it. Like I feel like if I got back into it, then it would bring that whole emotion and like amazingness back.
It would, like,
that excitement.
I didn't watch basketball for 10 years. In the second I was watching the Kings in the playoffs, like everything came back. Like it never leaves you.
Yeah.
You should do it. You should watch some Olympics. It's gonna be fun. Anyway.
Okay. I think I will.
All right. Well, ready to close it out? I'm talking for way too long.
All right. Well, thank you so much to all you whiny moms for listening. We are so grateful that we get to do this and that we can create a platform where mommies can come and talk. Bear with us as we try to make this a thing. Love y'all. Follow, subscribe.